Well, hello and welcome back to the Leadership Edge podcast. This is where we really dive into what it takes to lead with courage, candor, and heart. I'm your host, Joe Glazer, and today's episode is going to hit just a little bit differently. It's because it's not about strategy and it's not about metrics, it's about freedom. Freedom from overthinking, freedom from controlling what's not ours, freedom to lead with strength, even when everything around us is chaos. This episode is inspired by a concept from Mel Robbins, one that challenged me deeply, and I think it will do the same for you. So let's go ahead and dig in to what's known as the let them theory. I recently came across this concept from Mel Robbins, who is an amazing author, speaker, and in all honesty, master of cutting through the noise. This concept stopped me in my tracks. And at first, when you hear about it, it may sound passive, the let them theory. But the more I sat with it, the more I realized this isn't weakness. It's honestly power. It's clarity. It's exactly what leadership demands when our strategy is stretched too thin. So Mel puts it like this: if they want to go, let them. If they want to believe the wrong thing about you, let them do that as well. If they don't get it, let them. It sounds so simple, doesn't it? Simple, but very radical. Why? Because in leadership, we're taught to fix, we're taught to convince, we're taught to carry people even when they don't want to be carried. And what does that truly cost us as leaders? It costs us energy, purpose, and focus. And that's why the let them theory hit me so hard. It's not because it's about apathy, it's about alignment. It's not about giving up. It's about knowing where your responsibility ends and someone else's begins. So let's take a few minutes here and let's break it down. Leadership takes some serious emotional energy. Every time we chase a rumor or we try to correct a misconception, uh, drag someone along for the ride when they're not aligned, we burn fuel that we simply don't have. And here's the truth: exhausted leaders can't lead well. So, the let them mindset is a call to protect your own capacity, my capacity, to stop fighting battles that aren't yours, to stop carrying people who've already honestly checked out. Every time you say let them, you're exactly saying yes, you're actually saying yes to your clarity, your team, and your mission. When you're grounded in purpose, uh, you stop needing to control what everyone thinks, says, and does. You're not trying to be liked, you're trying to be effective. Let them is a permission slip to focus on what simply matters the most. If someone wants to stay disengaged, if they want to opt out or complain, let them. Because your mission doesn't live in resistance. It lives in those who show up, those who lean in, and those who stay aligned. Purposeful leadership isn't about pleasing, it's about building something that matters. So, let's talk a little bit how this ties in with leading with radical candor, a subject that you've heard me speak often about. It's simply caring personally while challenging directly. But sometimes the biggest barrier to candor is fear: fear of being misunderstood, fear of disrupting the peace, and fear of not being liked. And here's where the let them theory comes in again. Because when we embrace that mindset, we stop fearing reactions. We speak truth because it's needed, not because it's easy. We say what must be said, and then we let them respond how they will. Let them process. Let them be uncomfortable. Let them grow or not. Because your job isn't to manage their feelings. Your job is to lead with honesty, clarity, and care. The best leaders I've ever known aren't the loudest. They're not the most reactive. They're the most grounded, anchored in values, anchored in vision, anchored in self awareness. And let them as a reminder to lead from that place, not chasing after approval, not persuading endlessly, and not managing impressions, but simply molding what leadership should look like and letting people decide if they want to follow or not. So, when you think about it, that really kind of brings me here because there's a twist. Let them isn't just about how we lead others, it's honestly about how we respond to those who lead us. Hmm. Because no matter your title, we all answer to someone. And let's be honest, sometimes those leaders won't lead the way we would. They might make decisions we don't agree with. It's happened to me many a times. They might overlook our value. They might lack clarity or energy we wish they had. So when that happens, what do? We take a second and we let them. Let them lead how they choose. Let them learn their lessons. Let them own their journey. Because leadership isn't about control, it's about influence. And sometimes the most powerful influence is how we show up, even when we're not in charge. So I say stay grounded, lead with integrity, and focus on what you can control, how you show up, how you model excellence, and how you stay aligned with your values, even under imperfect leadership. So the next time you're tempted to over explain yourself, to pull someone along who's resisting, to manage every perception or misconception, pause, take a breath, and hear Mel Robbins in your ear. What if I just let them? Not because you don't care, but because you care deeply about what really, truly matters. That's leadership. That's power. And that's peace. So, I just want to thank you for tuning into this episode of The Leadership Edge. If this message resonated with you, share it with someone in your circle who needs to hear it. And remember, you don't have to chase, you don't have to carry it all on your own. You can let them and still lead powerfully. So until next time, stay bold, stay grounded, and keep leading with your heart. We'll see you next time, and thank you for stopping by. Have a good day.